Good, bright and beautiful Thursday evening, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic 24 hours a day. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith on Facebook, YouTube, and right here at GardenStateWeather.com. Also on Twitter as well. And today was the day where I was outside early, did that bike ride in the breeze early, and then went back home, made some food, cleaned the house again, and then took a nap. I overate. Then I went outside, did a little sun tanning, and said I can't sit around here any longer, so I cleaned the garage once again. But here we have Miss Piggy and Kermit doing their thing on their bicycles this afternoon. It was a great day to be out. A lot of people out on bikes and in the parks there during this COVID-19 situation that's continuingly ongoing here in the New Jersey area, probably the second worst state for this condition, economically and physiologically as well. This is the 48-hour forecast coming into the weekend, so everybody's out on bikes today and in the park today where temperatures got well into the 60s, but that's going to change, and you're going to need some winter gear coming up on Friday night and Saturday as well. This is the evening video forecast discussion for Thursday, the 7th of May, 2020. Beautiful picture this afternoon on the satellite imagery with just lots of cumulus clouds around the northern half of the area and broken clouds and mostly sunny skies just about everywhere else, but that's going to change. Air temperatures this hour are in the upper 50s to low and mid 60s, so they're right around where they should be for this time, actually a little bit lower than they should be for this time of the year, but they did get up into the mid 60s in parts of the area. So it was an absolutely gorgeous day. And the winds were all downsloping off the mountains out of the west here, so that allowed for a lot of that sunshine, that May sunshine. At this time of the year, the sunshine is equivalent to that of the intensity of the sun, I should say, is equivalent to that of early September. So sitting outside under that sun with a nice breeze and a stratocumulus cloud, or actually just a puffy cloud, not just a cumulus cloud, not a stratocumulus cloud, was absolutely delightful. And we had some breezy conditions. Current wind gusts this afternoon are still running in 10 to 15 miles per hour, and that would surely abate as the sun slowly declines on the horizon. Gorgeous view of the satellite imagery this afternoon. Here's our cold air coming in from Canada, south of Hudson's Bay. Here's another cold intrusion coming in with this storm system here and this here, and that's going to mean a coastal storm, well, basically a mid-latitude cyclone anyway, coming off the New Jersey coast on Friday night and Saturday. And with all this cold air that we're seeing now coming in behind this, that means that some of the precipitation is going to change to some snow flurries or some snow showers anyway, across northeastern Pennsylvania, northwestern New Jersey, the Hudson Valley area into the mountains here of New York and southern New England. I want to take a look at some convection building here in Texas, and look at all this heat that's building here over the Baja in California and Mexico, actually. Yeah, that's definitely something that we talked about on the morning broadcast. If we take a look at the water vapor, there's lots of dry air in place here. That's all changing, though. We've got moisture advection coming in from the west, and that's going to increase the cloud cover just a little bit overnight. And then we wait for this complex. This is the storm system here with an upper level low here over South Dakota now. And with that is a frontal boundary and a line of showers and thunderstorms now in Nebraska and Missouri, actually, and Oklahoma here, getting into Arkansas and pulling south and east. And more convection, again, daylight water vapor here shows that convection building up here across the portions of Mexico as well. New jet structure coming in from the west. So busy pattern coming up. Not a whole lot of precipitation here, but you know, the cold air that's coming is going to mean business. I mean, it's so strange. You're under sunny skies and 68 degrees here in New Jersey, but there's rain getting going here across the Great Lakes, and that's heading in our direction. There is a super moon tonight, the third one in the last 2 months. We call that the flower moon of May, or Mother's Day moon, if you'd like, because Mother's Day is coming up on this Sunday. Do not forget that. Here's our storm spinning over South Dakota, and our showers and thunderstorms now across the central and southern plains here getting going as well. And National Weather Chart from weatherroanoke.com and digital atmosphere late this afternoon shows that rain showers now getting into in western New York here, just downwind of Lake Erie and Lake Ontario here with a cold front just about ready to get slicing through these areas here. A secondary cold front nearly stationary up here. This is going to drop down further on Friday night and Saturday, and that's where the cold air mixes with the storm system that's out here in the central plains, central and southern plains, and that's going to lead to a change in the precipitation. But it's been a beautiful day here, but all fall down after this. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And in the temperature department, definitely. Checking in with the National Weather Service, there's a lot of changes here. As we mentioned, the freeze watches and warnings that we mentioned this morning are now going into effect. At the Poconos here, you've got freeze warnings going into effect, and then you've got freeze watches here in southeastern New York and northwestern New Jersey all the way down to Allentown. So again, this cold air does mean business, and this is going to be for tomorrow night into Saturday as well. And meanwhile, we still have small craft advisories and gale watches on the coast. And of course, a little bit of flooding here, the inundation with the astronomical high tides from our flower moon tonight at high tide cycles. Wanted to check in on the percentages of chances of snow across the area. Now, if you're looking for 1/100th of an inch or 1/100th of an inch of snow Friday night and Saturday morning, you know, the greatest chances obviously across the Poconos, northwestern New Jersey. Once you get past Morristown and south and east of 80 and 287 here in the I-95 corridor, practically nothing. Now, if you want an inch of snow at the higher elevations, about 1,000 feet up, then you have to go to Mount Pocono and up to Sussex County, and nobody's really expecting anything greater than 2 inches unless you're up in the really high elevations of Mount Pocono or the upper reaches of Sussex County. National real-time temperatures this afternoon at around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock this evening, in the 60s here in the mid-Atlantic, into the 70s in the south. It's a little cooler today in Florida, but still with that sunshine, feels delightful. The real feels here must be well into the 80s with that gorgeous sunshine. And look, it's been in the 90s and hundreds here in Mexico. And where it's cool, it's because of showers and thunderstorms, and that's why all these thunderstorms are showing up through internal central areas of Mexico. And look, the heat is still building into the desert southwest here, Arizona, New Mexico, and Southern California, where it's baking. You can see the 24-hour temperature change through 5 o'clock this afternoon in the Ohio and Tennessee River Valley in the Northeast, where today was much warmer than it was yesterday because we had an onshore wind. It was raw out yesterday, so the temperatures definitely responded by 15 to 20 degrees in spots above where they were yesterday. And obviously, as we mentioned in Florida, it's cooled down just a little bit, but that's like really insignificant. And it's really warmed up here across Mexico and across Texas and the desert southwest and into portions of California as well. Honing back in on the I-95 corridor in the northeast here, this is the latest afternoon model run of the NAM. We're going to take a look at the simulated brightness, the IR infrared color. Here's those rain showers and cumulus clouds coming into the area, so that's going to invect into the area tonight and early tomorrow morning. Now, hopefully there should be enough of a break so that you see the full moon under opaque skies and spots, but hopefully everybody will be getting out there and see the flower moon before it, disappears behind us here as warm air advection begins to work in. Here comes the thickening cloud cover deck during tomorrow noontime and in the afternoon when the rain showers and everything are going to move in. And then comes the cold air. Saturday, it clears out just a little bit in the morning, but we've got down-sloping clouds. You can see that now. Those cumulus clouds coming in with the cold air advection building in from Kingston, Toronto, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Ottawa, Montreal, and all that cold air driving south and east. There could be flurries in the air on Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, and then, just a smattering of mixed clouds and sunshine, but very cold and windy conditions on Saturday. We'll get into that in just a moment as well. This is what it looks like on the NAM reflectivity. Some of those showers that are now over Kingston and Toronto and Buffalo, they're getting in here tonight. So those clouds that are on the move now, they're going to be on the move, and some shower activity will come into view late tonight, early tomorrow morning. And you wouldn't believe how fast the atmosphere can really change, but it does. And then we get a break in the action tomorrow morning, and then the clouds thicken and the precipitation begins. And the precipitation comes in on Friday afternoon and Friday evening into early Saturday morning. And this is where it gets a little tricky here, because that's where the precipitation, we're showing you the reflectivity. We'll show you the winter portion of the reflectivity in just a moment. That's where everything begins to change over to snow showers and then exits. But here comes additional flurries and cold air advection, as we mentioned, on Saturday, and anybody could have a spotty snow shower, especially north and west of New York City. Taking a look at the convective overview, here's the rain coming in. With that, a few showers around the region late tonight, early tomorrow morning, but this is the main deal. The rain that starts out transitions to snow late Friday night, early Saturday morning, right around midnight or so, from northwest to southeast. And it looks like the heaviest amounts of anything that's changeover in the air that you're going to see is from Albany down through northwestern New Jersey and the Poconos. And they could be producing about an inch in the higher elevations. Again, not looking for a lot of snow on the ground. Could be on cold surfaces, but the fact that it's snowing on May 9th is also the last time it snowed on May 9th, but it's not going to be in New York City this time. But the last time it snowed, like on May 9th, in this area of the woods was around 1977. So you get the idea here. Higher elevations, 1,000 feet and up. Cold surfaces, obviously, will have snow cover on them in spots here across the Hudson River Valley, interior Connecticut, northwestern New Jersey, and the Poconos as well. Another thing I want to focus on is the wind. Again, as we get into Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon, this is where the winds are going to crank as that storm system moves off the New Jersey, New York coastal waters up towards New Haven and then out into the Atlantic. Winds are going to switch around to the west, and they're going to start increasing. This is 10 meters, so it's just a couple of feet up there, about 10, 20, 30 feet in the air. So we got strong winds coming in on Saturday, and as mentioned, some power outages might be possible under this domain because we've got a lot of wetness here on the ground, and we've already seen a season with tree damage and poles down. So, it doesn't take much for the wind to do its number on us. Now, if I looked at, I wanted to look at the maximum wind gust. We can pull this up. Maximum wind gusts here on Saturday, Friday night and Saturday. This is where it gets interesting because it's going to be in the 30s to 40, 45, 50 mile per hour range. So, if that's the case, then we could be dealing with, some tree and power outage damage as well. Instead of using the National Digital Database's forecast database, we're going to not use the blend here. So we're going to go out to 7 days here in the New Jersey I-95 corridor here. For Friday, temperatures already falling off. They'll be in the 60s across the I-95 corridor in southern New Jersey, and they're already dropping into the 50s across the region as that cold air begins. And Saturday, this is where what it looks like. Its temperature is going to be in the 40s. Upper 30s in northeastern Pennsylvania and the Poconos region. So it's going to be quite chilly. Temperatures below average on Sunday as well. Temperatures in the 50s to around 60. And that is 15, 17 degrees below where it should be. Monday, still cold, May 11th. Upper 50s to low 60s. Normal highs at this time of the year are between 70 and 73 degrees. So we're definitely on the cold side. Tuesday, May 12th, again, chilly, upper 50s to low 60s with a reinforcing shot coming in on Thursday. Well, we can't see this because that's 7 days away from today. But you can definitely tell that we're in for chilly air masses and invasions of polar air coming in multiple waves of cold fronts here across the region over the next 7 days. Upper air 500 millibar height anomalies here from the European model guidance from this morning. We can see the cold intrusion here over, let's say Hudson's Bay, Canada, the Great Lakes, the Northeast, all the way down to the southern mid-Atlantic here. and impulses and strokes that comes in through Saturday. Look at the cold thicknesses here at 520, which is abnormally at this time of the year. So, northern New England, all of the northern mid-Atlantic states going to be below. And we've got a couple of other smaller disturbances in the polar troughs coming in from Hudson's Bay, Canada, into and digging into the northern mid-Atlantic region. So really not going to get out of this cold shot that's coming in until at least next Thursday, when the ridge and everything begins to flatten out. We get more of a ridging and a zonal flow across the country. And, well, we got a new big storm system coming in off the west coast on Sunday, May 17th. So the pattern there is going to change, but we'll eventually warm up here on Wednesday and Thursday, probably most likely on Thursday and Friday of next week. But until then, get ready to be rock and rolled with some very chilly air. So if you were like Miss Piggy and Kermit here and myself and others, many, many other people here, enjoying the afternoon and evening with these beautiful bikes, and doing a little bit of acrobatics here. What a show-off Kermit is, right? Yeah, he's a big show-off. We love him. And we love you. And we thank you for listening and watching GordonStateWeather.com, GordonStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith. You have a very pleasant Thursday evening. We'll be back in video form tomorrow morning on Friday.